Hey Taurus, EverlongMystic here. So we are going to get you a dark crystal message. So I'm all dark crystalled out. I have the full 78 set of dark crystal trading cards, and I have a dark crystal playing card set and the dark crystal tarot. So we're gonna pull cards from all of them. All right, so Taurus, dark crystal message. Oh, this is nice. So this reminds me of family. So we have a scene where Kira is hanging out with her peeps. The pod, what do they call them? The pod, are they the pod people? What are they? Oh, it doesn't say what they're called. But she's hanging out with her, like, her adopted family and having a good time. So that feels good. So here we have... Oh, more good times. What's up, Taurus? So this is where Jen comes in and is having like a celebration, almost like Ewok style, with Kira's family. Okay, well, here's where it turns. It turns. So this is the point in the movie towards the end where the Skeksis are trying to... Either they're trying to get her ready to take the, Oh no, this is at the very end. Where Kira makes the ultimate sacrifice so Jin can, like, put the shard in the dark crystal. Very sad moment. And then here we have, again, towards the middle of the movie where all the happiness and good vibes are. Okay, so overall, what I'm seeing here is that you are, like, the most of you, like the most of yourself or the most of your attention or your thoughts or what have you are all concentrated on the same thing, like this, and this. But one of these things is not like the others, is coming out. One of these things is not like the others, and it's like something very super unpleasant that it stands out because it's, well, you know what I mean. I feel like I'm just repeating myself. All right. So, let's pull some tarot and see why this is coming out for you. Why is this coming out for Taurus? Alright, we have the Queen of Shards here, and the shards are like wands, so it's about, like all the wand stuff, all the fire stuff, creativity, inspiration, even spirituality. But she's holding the crystal, which is super, super important. So here, it's almost like you can tell You can tell, Taurus, that the reason there's so much more of this, and this than there is this is because you hold it near and dear to your heart. It has more significance to you. You get more creative inspiration off of feeling good and like more of a celebratory and happy kind of vibe than you do like with devastation or which I mean it makes sense. A lot of us are like that. But there are some people like maybe Scorpio that can get just as much inspiration off of something a little bit more dark and traumatic or what have you. But you're definitely like holding something near and dear to your heart here. I love that. Look at that. So we have Jin up here joining in the celebration, and then we have the six of shards, which would be like the six of wands, which is literally a card of someone being celebrated. So it's important, like that energy, that excitement, that I don't know, that happiness. It's like a big deal right now for you, Taurus. Oh, look at that. So the stones here in this deck are swords, okay? So we've got the Five of Swords, which is like not many of the swords are great, but we have the Five of Swords, which is not a good feeling, of course, and it's coming out under this awful experience right here, but like with this underlying sacrifice. It's almost as if, like in the typical Five of Swords where you've got like there was some kind of battle, somebody won, somebody lost. Like there's always going to be a winner and a loser in a situation. And sometimes people throw the game, like even in this image, like in this scene, it was starting at this point in the movie, it was starting to look as if the Gelflings weren't going to make it. They weren't going to do it. They weren't going to make it and fix the crystal in time. Like the greedy, corrupt, materialistic Skeksis were winning at this point in the movie, and then Kira decides to throw the game. So it's like an upset, right? Double-edged sword upset. It's rough. Look at that. Ace of Stones. So, we have this huge sword of truth here. And it's like, I'm getting a lot of family vibes here, Taurus. And it could be just like, your literal family, your soul family, your tribe, your peeps, that kind of stuff. But it's like, it's so like you've got the truth that's what's making you go right now. That's what's feeding you right now. Like the healthiest, right? I love it. And with that, like with your tribe, your family, your with that stuff, it's like you can overcome blips in the road, or with their support, you can make sacrifices that you didn't think you could make, or you know what I mean? You can't throw a monkey wrench in something when it's a bad plan. Alright, let's get one more row for Taurus. I'm looking all crooked here. What's up? There, that's better. Alright, for Taurus. There is something else in this Ace of Stones. What I'm seeing here is Some of the equipment that the mystics are using, the mystic used in the movie, they use to conduct like their rituals, to call in, like call in the power of the crystal and all that stuff. So there is a spiritual element to this ace right here as well. It's not it's not just your mind. There's a spiritual component to this. Well, looky here, we have the Ace of Swords again. Very cool. This one, a completely different vibe, though. This is the gross feast. The disgusting feast. I can barely watch the scene in the movie that has when they're eating, when the Skeksis are eating. It's so gross. They're all smacking and burping, and it's disgusting. I mean, it's supposed to be disgusting. I mean, but why is that coming out? Oh, two versions. Two versions. Like the two versions of the truth. Like the dark and the light. They come out at once. Just like when Agra said, when Jin asked about the Great Conjunction, what is that? She's like, it's the end of the world. Or it's at the beginning. Or, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like a major, like the whole death rebirth thing. Like, one door shuts, another one opens. It's that whole, you know what I mean? It's all there. It's coming out for you. All right, so we have the Eight of Diamonds, which would be the Eight of Pentacles, and this is really getting something perfect. I don't read playing cards like Lenormand. I read them like tarot because I like it that way. So the image is conflicting, though. The image is not, because the images are just random on the playing cards. They're not, I'm sure they weren't meant for divination of messages. But here we have the battle over who's going to be emperor. So, but they are fighting with swords, with blades. So that's interesting because you've got two blades, Ace of Swords, Ace of Swords. So there is some kind of battle here, Taurus, over like what has control or who has control over something. And there's a lot more detail. There's a lot more detail in it than just the simple brutality of a sword fight to determine a winner. There's a lot more nuance to whatever this is for you. So here we have what would be the Three of Swords, and I have a feeling that this has something to do with loneliness. And it's interesting because we have like over here we've got the family being together, togetherness, celebration, happy, these three cards. But in this off row, you've got the Three of Swords and loneliness. It's like you can have the good stuff and the bad stuff too. Another ace. Oh, look at that. So this is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. And they're all gathered around the crystal. This has something to do with spiritual power and your spiritual purpose, Taurus. I feel like I need to pull an extra card. feel like I need to pull an extra card. Let's just do that. There's something here very important. You've got 3 aces on the table. What does Taurus need to know about their spiritual purpose? Ooh, High Priestess. Okay. And the Page of Shards. The 3 of Shards. It's about your future. So you're going to be getting something here, Taurus. So like the High Priestess, that's like, your intuition. This is something that's going to come to you. It's almost as if like there's a guide or something that's waiting to reveal certain information or certain ways of decoding things to you. But you're going to pick it up because it's the page, right? But it's the Page of Shards. So it's like you're going to pick up whatever that spiritual concept is that's trying to be explained to you. And you're going to be using it in the future here. Interesting. All right, so Taurus, this is your dark crystal message, and I will see you next time. Bye.